Greetings, classmates and teacher. It's me, Roman again, and here I would like, by this mean, share my insights with you guys about this second activity about building empathy with students. So, after watching the Film Freedom Writers EST line game on YouTube, never watched this movie before, and I I realized that the type of activity that the teacher was doing in the class was a warm-up activity, a little bit combined with an icebreaker, but most importantly, as a get-to-know activity. I realized that she put together some of these three objectives from her activity, not just trying to get to know their students, but also trying to connect with them, trying to have some background in this new school with this new group, and how is also the mood and the rhythm on the class. I I suppose that the teacher decided to do it in the first day of her class because, well, first, she needed some background to get to know the students in order to help them, to guide them, to see where they stand. Also, not just academically. Well, in the video, it doesn't show anything academically. Actually, it shows more of lifestyle, of experiences. She wanted them to share, not with words, but with actions like stepping onto the line or stepping back or keeping on the line whenever the case was, to realize where they where their students stand for and what were their experiences. Even the students, I realized that they connect with their peers since they might didn't know the coincidences and similarities that other partners had struggled with, well, in this case, with gangs. I think it is very important, and yes, she was successful because at the end of the video, as we already watched, the students could accept the task of the teacher, they could embrace the activity, and they agree keeping their journals, writing their stories, their experience, or anything that they would like to put on the journal, and day by day sharing it or not with the teacher or with their peers. Why is it important to build empathy in the classroom? And here I would like to quote Nicole Thompson. She is rewarded uh, research in education, and she talks about building rapport. Building rapport, we know it also as building a good relationship with the student, and of course us as teachers, that relationship. So she says, building rapport is a critical component of successful student-teacher relationships, as this process promotes open communication, develops trust, and fosters the student's desire to participate in an exercise program. Understanding your students and what they want to achieve is your key to success. End of quote. I believe this is vital as teachers to succeed in our classrooms. More than how good we are explaining explaining concepts, teaching grammar, performing exercise with them. I think what she's trying to teach us and what this video is about is then rather than focus first on the knowledge, concepts, syllabus, program, vocabulary, and it is more important to first connect with the students, get to know them, doing an icebreaker, a get to know activity. Try to make a good impact on them because since the first day of class is one of the most important days because the students get an impression of you as teacher, and it needs to be a good day, of course, and you need to set up the environment for the rest of the course. And this happens on the first day of class. I would like to share an experience with you. How do I work, or how did I try to build empathy with my students? Well, in my current job, I teach junior high students and I am the tutor of first graders. So it's teenagers from 12 to 13 years old. They just got out of elementary, and I remember clearly one experience after the pandemic. Well, we know that the government set up some rules about suspending traditional classes and taking them um, online. Then we changed into a hybrid mode. So when that happened, that it was I think 3 months ago, 4 months ago, when we got back to 100% virtual classes to hybrid classes, I was commanded to return to the school. And the first day of classes, instead of teaching concepts or following the curricula of the class, we focus on building empathy or trying to connect with the students and the students with their classmates. How we did that? Well, we know that the pandemic was and is an issue that we all in our daily lives struggle with. And we knew that some of the students lost some of their relatives, cousins, grandpas, even father or a mother. So we try to make them share a little bit about their feelings and their emotions by writing on a postcard what they felt about coming back from the pandemic, and if they would like to share some of their experience that they have had during the pandemic, whether it's good or in a bad way. So it was totally free for them. It was very successful. We learned a lot. I personally learned a lot from them that I wasn't aware of. And they also got to connect with other classmates by sharing those experiences, by sharing those feelings, realizing that they were living um, in the same page, in the same world, that they weren't the only ones who have problems, who struggle with death, with um, losing their jobs, with family on their families, or any other circumstance in life. And that we took that moment to turn it into an advantage in class. We tried to make them aware of the responsibilities that now we all have, taking care of ourselves, fulfilling our duties, and trying to keep up, make the best out of every day, seize the day, and make a good impression on the rest of them. So that's what I personally did, in with help of my school authorities, and a very um, it was a very glad, and I could say even peaceful moment. So I guess that's all what I have to say to you guys. Sorry if that's a lot. Thank you guys. I appreciate for you to keep watching it, and looking forward to your comments. Bye bye.